What is going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, 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 wonderful Tuesday because I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. All right, all right, all right. So, we're about to get into some things today. We got a couple of topics to discuss today, and we got one viral topic to put on the screen to discuss as well. But before we get into any of that, let me let you guys know what we got coming up so far. Okay, now today is Tuesday, which means that tomorrow is Wednesday, and we will be back over here on Scotty by Nature TV, and we will be doing roast and review, and we will be talking about the downfall of Love and Hip Hop New York. So make sure you guys tune in to that. I cannot wait to have that conversation. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I hope you guys are going to be happy with that conversation. So we're gonna have us a good time. It's gonna be me, of course, T and JoJo all coming together, the Mel Till, C Honey, and talk about Love and Hip Hop New York and where it fell down at. Okay, so it's gonna be a great conversation. Also on Thursday, be sure to tune in to a brand new episode of the Chasing Panel, which features Scotty by Nature TV, Jamar 84, giving you the real T, Carl Tramiel, and Jeremy Speaks TV. Make sure you guys get into all of those things on Thursday. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcement. So we're gonna go ahead and get into what we're here to talk about today. All right. Now, with that being said, we're going to start this thing off with a viral clip. And it's a viral clip of a lady, of a black guy at the Dollar Tree. And people want to know, was he doing way too much when he was coming at the manager at the Dollar Tree? So we're going to get into that first. And then I'm going to get y'all opinions on it. So let's get into that first. All right. We currently got 48 people in the chat so far. I know a lot of folks are live right now. We got Mims live. I think DJ Richie Sky is on air right now. Chef Dun Dun, Really B. There's a lot of people that's on live right now. Y'all already know that what I want is for to get at least 100 in every live. So we're gonna make sure we do that, okay? Or at least attempt to, honey. All right. But we have 45. So right now we're gonna go ahead and get into this viral clip, and then we're gonna be right back and talk about more. Let's get into it.
Ma'am, manager, you're the manager. You don't have the number. Can you open another line, please? This is a long line with massive. Miss, there's 7 people on the line, miss.
That's not a long line. A long line is when it's reaching the freezer. That's a long line. And the fact that
So you can't open a line for us. So you can't open a line for us. All right, perfect. The number to the HR office? No? Ma'am, manager, you're the manager. You don't have the number. Can you open another line, please? This is a long line with massive. Miss, there's 7 people on the line, miss.
That's not a long line. A long line is when it's reaching the freezer. That's a long line. And the fact that
so you can't open a line for us. So you can't open a line for us. All right, perfect.
Okay. So number one, first off, because there's a follow-up video to this. So I want to know, do you guys think that this guy was wrong for coming at her about opening up another line when he felt like the line was too long? Do y'all think that he was wrong? I just want to see what y'all got to say. It's 50 some of y'all up in here so far. So I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that he was wrong for coming at her the way that he did? Let me see. He harassed that poor woman. Okay. He should not have been like that. Yes. Yes. Absolutely wrong. I see a nope. Yes and no. Okay. So for those of you that say no, that he wasn't wrong, and there's one of you guys that's on the fence, tell me why you think he wasn't wrong, and why you think that it's a 50-50 thing. I really want to know. No, I want to ask them to open the line too. Okay. Hey, Scotty, yes, he was definitely wrong. 7 people is not too much. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. There is a better way to go about this. I agree. Y'all don't know the store policy. Oops, wait a minute. Y'all don't know the store policy. She probably was not able to help, okay? Dollar Tree is hot AF. Who trying to be in a long line if they don't have to? No, he wasn't. Hey, Tessa. I've been seeing you a lot in my chats lately, honey. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is go to the follow-up that he posted. And then once we get done looking at the follow-up, I'm going to also tell y'all what my opinion is on it. So let me go back to this and pull it right on back up. Okay. Let's see.
You the one that made her go viral, right? On TikTok. I know because I know your face. Style for that. You know that, right? Oh, are you recording too?
Where is she? I'm here to apologize. I'm here to apologize. She's not here? The number to the HR office? No? Ma'am, manager. You're the manager? You don't have the number. Can you open another line, please? This is a long line with massive. Miss, there's 7 people on the line, miss.
That's not a long line. A long line is when it's reaching the freezer. That's a long line. And the fact that
So
she
you
has
can't
that
open a
code
line
for
for us.
backup,
So you can't open a
I
line
don't
for us.
have to.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so that's about it for this viral story. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my opinions, and I'm gonna talk to y'all and tell y'all what I think about it. Okay, what I think about this is the fact of I've worked in retail for the last 10 years. Okay, I worked 2 jobs for the last 10 years. I worked at Dollar General for 3 years, and I've been at Kroger for 7. One thing about these dollar stores, if you haven't noticed, they're always understaffed. They only have 2 people working. It's always one person at the register. It's always one other person there that's stocking. So then, not to mention, you have all these different demands on your ass, even though you only got to work with 1 or 2 other people in the whole store. You got all these demands on you. They want you to have the shelf stocked by a specific time. If you don't have it stocked by the next day, you're gonna get rolled up, or you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to work the register and stock at the same time, even though your main purpose is to stock. But still, in all, you still got to work that register if the line gets too congested or if the store gets too congested. So it's one of those things where it's like, what do you expect her to do? I know a lot of people may feel like she was in the wrong and felt like he was right for his response to that, but you really don't know unless you work in that dollar store field. And these dollar stores make a whole lot of money. Like, no lie, these dollar stores make plenty of money, and they don't want to pay nobody. They don't want to hire nobody. They understaff out of these stores. Okay, they do. And they expect so much up out of you with very little to work with. That is exactly what they do. So at the end of it all, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she wasn't wrong. because again, I was a manager at Dollar General before I got to Kroger and making very little money. Okay, let's throw that out there. And my job was to run the register, stock, count the money at the end of the night, clean up, make sure the folks at the register doing what they're supposed to do, make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You got so much work on one person and you only got one other person to work with, especially in the evening time. And what you don't know is that most of the people be there in the morning. They schedule most of their damn people in the morning time. When you come in a dollar store in the morning, you got about 5 or 6 people working with you in the morning time. Just about. You got about 5 or 6 people. But then at night, you only got 1 or 2 people working. And sometimes you're working that whole store by yourself. Sometimes you working that whole store by your damn self and you ain't got no help. So it could have been a situation where she was trying to stock up them shelves. They probably had company from the district manager the very next day. She probably was on her last leg. It ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all what I know for working at a dollar store. They do not give a fuck about you and they do not give you the help. I'm telling you, they overwork you for very little money. It's very little money. Trust me, it's very little money. They work the hell out of you for that little money and they don't want to give you no help. And then they get upset with you when they come visit the store, like the district managers and people like that. They get so upset when they come to the stores and they see that it's not, stocked up, it's not clean the way they need it to be, and all this other stuff. But yet these managers beg these regional and these district managers for more hours to give to their staff or more hours to be able to hire other people, and they don't want to give it to them. They don't want to give them the hours. They don't want to give them the people. They feel like they can just work the hell out of the same people that they got. And not to mention, not only do they do that, but then when they do hire people, they only get these 10 hours a week. I've literally seen people come to work 2 days out the week and they only got 10 hours. I've literally seen people come to work and they only work 1 day out the week. I've literally seen people work 3 days out the week and only got 15 to 21 hours in total. And they only get paid $7.25 or probably $8.50 an hour. Don't you know that ain't shit? That's gas money. Barely gas money. Okay? They don't get paid worth a damn. These dollar stores do not pay you. They don't want to pay you. They don't want to do any of that. So at the end of the day, no. So I'm sorry, but I'm on a woman's side with that because it probably was just her and that cashier there by themselves that night. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Hey, Lonzo. I mean, McDonald's people make more money sometimes at these dollar stores because they have the hours. They give them the hours. They hire so many people. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, they do not do that. They don't. I've been there. They don't want to hire you. You beg. I've literally seen, because I was like an assistant manager or something like that, key holder. And I've seen the store manager literally be on the phone with district managers and regional managers and beg them, can we please have some help? I want this store to be the way y'all need it to be, but can we please have some help? Can we please get more people in the store? Can y'all please give me more hours? Can y'all please do this? Can y'all please do that? And they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They refuse to do it. They say, well, you can work with the hours you got. And then, not to mention, ain't nobody going to work for 15 hours a week. No one's going to work for 10 to 15 hours a week. No one's going to do that. And you're not going to be able to keep people, putting them on schedule for 2 to 3 days out the week. And then you don't put them on schedule, but then when somebody calls out, you want to ruin, want to disrupt their day and what they got going on and call them in and expect them to come in on their days off. Absolutely not. I'm not coming. You should have gave me the motherfucking hours. You should have gave me the hours. I remember working at Dollar General my very first year before I transferred to another one. And I wasn't even in management at the time. I got low down and dirty ass management teams too, because I'll never forget it. Right before she promoted me, this was my first job. So them little 26 to 29 hours a week was amazing to me because I had no money before that. So she'll call me in every single time I'm off to come in and help her. Every single time, to the point to where it started feeling like, okay, y'all using me. Y'all really using me. And y'all get mad at me. Like, y'all so used to me calling in. Y'all so used to me coming in when y'all call me to come to work, because y'all know I'm about my money. So, and I like to buy clothes and shit. And I like to go on trips and stuff. So I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna get my money. Y'all know that. So y'all feel like every time y'all call me, I'm supposed to answer. But it's like, once my birthday came around, she had promoted me at this point. So my birthday had come around and shit. And then when that came around and I took off for the whole weekend for my birthday, she didn't want to get it. She didn't want to get it to me. She said, well, I can give you Friday and Saturday, but Sunday you got to work. I said, I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be in New Orleans. I'm not going to get back home in time to get ready and come to work. Like, just give me the whole weekend off. I don't really ask for much. Just let me have it. She didn't want to give it to me. And I told her, listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you don't give me that weekend, I'm going to take it myself. And you just going to have to write me up and I won't sign it. Because I'm not coming this Sunday. It's just not going to happen. How is that going to work? Y'all know I'm going to be in New Orleans. Y'all know I'm going to be on Bourbon that Saturday night. I didn't work all these other days. You didn't call me in for other folks. You done this, you done that. So what's the problem? And after that, she hated me from that point on. Started fucking with my hours. Started, taking days from me, like cut me from 30 hours to about 19 to 21. You know what I'm saying? Was trying to keep me from going to my mama's college graduation, my sister's college graduation. They was like a week apart. I didn't even ask for the entire weekend. I said, my mother graduates Saturday. Can I have it? You can't have the whole weekend. I didn't ask for the whole weekend. I only asked for Saturday. She decides to give me the whole weekend because she knows that cuts into my money. So she knew what she was doing. The very next week, it was my sister's graduation. Hers is on Sunday. I only asked for Sunday, not Friday and Saturday, but just Sunday. She gave me the whole weekend, not because she knew she wasn't going to give me no other days. So they left me with 3 days to work that week. You know what I'm saying? That's what she did. So these managers at these dollar stores, they are also very petty, and they don't want to give you what you rightfully deserve at all. They don't want to do that. And that's just the truth. That's really the truth. They don't want to give you what you're supposed to have. And a lot of them don't have insurance at all. They don't. They don't have good benefits or any benefits at all. And the only people that normally get the benefits are the management. The workers don't get anything. The associates don't get nothing. Like when I was an associate for Dollar General, we didn't get, and I was full-time. We didn't get no insurance. We didn't get no benefits. We didn't do none of that. When I moved to Kroger as a full-time worker, making way more money than I did at Dollar General as a manager, I got insurance. I got dental, vision, medical, 401k, life insurance policy, all that. You get nothing by working at Dollar General or any of these dollar stores. They're not going to do anything. These managers don't want to pay that, but some managers are good managers now, and some of them try to work with what they got. But some of these managers, they take they don't give a fuck. And these district managers, they definitely don't care because they making the money. They ain't giving us nothing. But they making all the money. So, I know that was a viral clip, and I wasn't expecting to talk about that for too long, but honey, I just felt it. I felt like I had to talk about it. That's just the truth. So let's go ahead and get into our first story of the day. And the first story of the day is Lil Nas X. We're approaching 100 people, child. Listen, this is a slow one for me today because, like I said, everybody is live right now. Like, every damn body is live. I think I picked the wrong time to go live today. Like, the wrong time. Let's see. So, it's about Lil Nas X, right? So, Lil Nas X was basically talking about his time and, you know, being in country music and how he felt like he was so happy about Beyonce, doing her thing with the country music and stuff like that. And he felt like he did not get that same love. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. Now, this is what he said. So it says, Neighbors, Lil Nas X weighing in on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter and says that he wishes he experienced the same success when he was doing country music. If you can recall, most of us were introduced to Lil Nas with his #1 Billboard hit, Old Town Road. And while speaking with BBC, Lil Nas stated that he was happy at the success Beyonce and other Black artists were having in the country genre and wishes the experience was the same. But I wish this would have happened for me. I wasn't able to experience this. It's no secret that Lil Nas's Old Town Road is still the longest running #1 record on the Billboard Hot 100. However, it was excluded from the country charts for not having enough country elements. Beyonce was not welcome with open arms into the country genre either. Many country radio stations refused to play the music. However, her album was still able to go #1 on Billboard's country album chart. Neighbors, do you think that Lil Nas was robbed of having a country success, or do y'all just think he was horsing around? Now, this is what I think about that. This is what I have to say about that. I feel like this. If when Old Town Road came out, it was a smash record. Everybody and their mama was singing that record. Everybody, was doing that thing. Everybody liked it. Everybody was enjoying it. And this was the very first time, that I had personally seen a Black artist toy around with country music and go #1 with it and things like that. So it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But do I believe that he was really trying to be a country artist? I don't think so. I really don't believe that that's what he was trying to do at all. I don't even think that that was his thing at the time. I don't think it was that serious. And I felt like this was a pretty asinine statement. I feel like it wasn't warranted. And I felt like it was a narcissistic comment to make. Beyonce is really trying to break into the music industry, the country music industry and do her thing. But you're saying that you wish you seen the same success that Beyonce is seeing. But Beyonce is not really accepted by country music artists either. They frown their face up at her. Country radio won't, some country radio stations won't even play her music. So I just feel like at the end of it all, I think that you should be happy with what you did get. You got one of the biggest #1 records out. And you got 2 Grammy Awards from it. And I think that you should be content with what the hell you was able to do with that song. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I believe. I just felt like sometimes Lil Nas X be talking a lot just to be talking, and sometimes he does things for moments. And I really don't want to believe that he did this for a moment, but that's exactly what it was. It was for a damn moment. He didn't have to say that. Like, don't act like nobody supported your ass when you came out with Old Town Road. Okay? So, we're gonna move on to the next, y'all. We're gonna move on to her, this dummy. Amber Rose. So she was seen pictured with Donald Trump. She pretty much is voicing her support for Donald Trump very loudly, I must say, very loudly. Um, and people been dragging her for it. You know what I mean? Like they've been dragging her. And this is what she said in response. I think it was on Instagram or either Twitter. It was one of them, but this is what she said. Amber Rose responded with, laughing my ass off. Y'all think Biden cares about black people? Sad. Do your research. I did. Okay. She says, I'll always put women first. Y'all want biological men in women's sports. Trump supports the most reasonable compromise on abortion. Stop being brainwashed because we're people of color. Make your own decisions. So she said that Trump supported the most reasonable compromise on abortion. So let's look at that. Let's take a look at that, you guys.
Especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land. In this case, the law of the state. Many states will be different. Many will have a different number of weeks, or some will have more conservative than others, and that's what they will be. At the end of the day, this is all about the will of the people. You must follow your heart, or in many cases, your religion or your faith. Like Ronald Reagan, I am strongly in favor of exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. Many people have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v.
Congress must restore the right that was taken away in Roe v. Wade and protect Roe v. Wade. Give every woman a constitutional right. The Vice President and I are doing everything to protect access to reproductive health care and safeguard patient safety. Well, already more than a dozen states are enforcing extreme abortion bans. Make no mistake about it. If Congress passes a national ban, I will veto it. But let's also pass the Bipartisan Equality Act to ensure LGBTQ Americans, especially transgender young people, can live with safety and dignity. Our strength. Congress must restore the right.
So apparently, she said that Trump was supporting the most reasonable cases of abortion. But okay, yeah, let me just be honest with y'all. I ain't never seen it for Amber Rose. Never understood the appeal of her. Never understood, never liked it, never cared, never understood, never any of that. So, in my opinion, when it comes down to, and there we go at the 100 mark. It took y'all long enough, shit. But when it all boils down to it, when it comes down to Trump and Biden, I feel like both of them are whack ass presidential people to pick between, but it's like a lesser between two evils, in my opinion. I just rather rock with Biden because I really feel like he really does, supports the beliefs that I have. But when it comes down to Trump, what really annoys me with our black people is this right here. They love to say that I've heard someone say that. As someone that was very close to me said that one time. We was at work, y'all, and the dude said, F Obama. Obama didn't do anything for black people. Come again? I said, why do you think that? Nah, he ain't do nothing for us, man. He ain't do nothing for black folks. He ain't do nothing for black folks. But Trump did a lot for us. What did Trump do besides give you motherfuckers a stimulus check during pandemic? So that's all it takes is for a month to give y'all some money for y'all to say they did something for black people. Please stop. What the did he do for us? Not even just us, but for anybody in this country. What the hell did Trump do that was so exciting, something that we could be proud of, besides giving us a damn check? Ain't he part of the reason why the pandemic went on for so damn long and that Joe Biden came into this presidential thing trying to clean up what they messed up? Like, he was the same bitch that said that COVID was a damn hoax. And then next thing you know, thousands of people died from that. So what the fuck is you talking about? Trump gave us a check. Trump gave us a check. Obama didn't give us no check. Trump gave us a check. Like, get the fuck up out of here. So I side eye most people that go up for Trump. I honestly do. But like I said, I ain't never really seen it for Amber Rose, honestly. So it is what it is. I didn't say Joe did anything for us, Anitra. Never did. I just said both of them are full of shit as presidents. I literally just said that. But that's all I really got on Amber Rose supporting Trump. I mean, it is what it is. Like, Trump is full of shit, and so is Amber Rose. But anyway, moving on to the next thing, because I'm not that political and I don't want to stay on no political topic for too long. Oops, wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, let's move on to Porsha and Simon. And the saga continues between these two. Now, we all know that the Real Housewives of Atlanta is filming right now. We do know that. And we do know that Simon don't want Porsha filming in that mansion that he got. Well, apparently Porsha is filing an emergency order demanding permission to film RHOA in Simon Guobadia's mansion. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. When it comes to Porsha Williams leaving Simon Guobadia's Georgia mansion, she's not leaving without a fight. Apparently, not without filming for RHOA either. According to Radar Online, Porsha filed an emergency order demanding permission to film inside the home despite Simon's legal team demanding the court restrict her usage. Per the outlet, Porsha was awarded possession and sole exclusive use of their marital residence last month, telling her that she'd be free to use the marital residence as she pleases, including for filming and production purposes. Porsha says filming her day-to-day life inside the mansion is vital to her ability to sustain her income and employment. Simon seemingly admitted that he sold two of his multi-million-dollar homes to put a down payment on the Georgia mansion, while Porsha gifted her home to her mother so she could move in with her husband, Simon. Now that Porsha has filed for divorce, Simon believes that she has no entitlement to the home, that she should not move back, that she should move back into the home her mother currently inhabits. So this is what I gotta say about that. Like I said, every single day, you know what I'm saying? It's always something with Porsha and Simon. It's always something every single week in the blogs. But my question is, if Porsha still got her own house, why can't she film there? Or is it because when she signed that contract with Bravo, she promised them some things? She promised them that, you know what I'm saying? I got this lavish life that y'all can film. You know, we're going to bring it back to the old days of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where we had lavish parties, lavish homes, rich lives, wealthy lives, all those things. And I'm guessing that this is the reason why she's begging to film there, because she still wants to be able to show that. But Porsha, that ain't none of your real life, honey bun. That's not your life anymore. You're going through a divorce now. So, honey, you got to do what you got to do. You're not living that life no more at this point because you divorced that man. So therefore, you know, you gotta give up this house. Go back to the house that you had. Your mama in it. If she gotta get her ass the fuck up out of it, then you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You just gonna have to do that. But that's how I feel though. You gonna have to. You gonna have to leave the house. Like it is what it is. Like what the fuck? Like go ahead, go into your own house and film and shut the fuck up. That's how I feel. Honestly. That is really how I feel about it. You knew what was good. You knew what was up. You already knew that. And you sat idly by and oh shit, you sat idly by and you watched this man do that shit to Fallon and now he doing it to you. And I say this every time we talk about Porsha on this platform. I've been saying this and saying this and saying this, but I always knew that this was going to happen. I've always known, I always seen this shit happening. I already seen it. I already knew it was going to happen. So, you know, I don't know what more she thought was gonna happen. I don't know what more she thought she was gonna get. All she saw was the private jets and shit. And she probably felt like, okay, well, you know, I won. I done took this lady husband and she out here fucking on the pool boy and shit. So I'm finna swoop right on in, honey, and I'm finna get him down. And he got your ass down too. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, like I don't know what more you can do. I don't know what more you can say at this point, but honey, it is what it is, child. It just is what it is. You just got to film your real life. And if you really want to be honest about the whole thing, there's some tea out there about what's really going on with Porsha and Simon. And I don't know who's gonna tell that tea, but the tea is out there. Okay. And I ain't putting it out there, but it's some real tea out there about her ass, okay? That she probably don't want nobody to know. Okay? But that's just what I think. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Okay, we're gonna move on. Because I already knew y'all was gonna try to ask for that tea, and I ain't finna give it to you. Because I ain't. So we're gonna move on to Cameron with his ridiculous ass. Okay, he was on CNN the other night, and I guess they asked him about Diddy, and he was real rude to the black lady on CNN. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that, and then once we do, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it because he's also mentioned it again on his podcast. So we're gonna go ahead get into it, and then we'll be right back. Let me take this up off of here. Let's get into it, y'all.
About that, I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I was going over what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace no Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said, and of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace ain't no better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. And I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff acted and all that, I don't know. I'm not over signed to him.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that I invited me to. Who booked me for this joint?
All right.
I'll be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching Newsnight. Laura Coates Live starts right now.
Well, one thing about it, and two things for certain, she handled that shit way better than I would have. Cause baby, that y'all know that my facial expressions are definitely something that I cannot hide. So y'all already knew that I wasn't gonna be able to hold myself with that shit. Damn, Erica De Niro going putting out a premiere too, child. Let me hurry up and get up off of here, honey, because ain't nobody gonna see me. Oh, but what was the point? All you had to do was answer the damn question. Answer the fucking question. Like, and I don't understand why people think that shit was fucking funny. It was not funny about his stupid ass getting on there looking like a complete idiot, because that's what he looked like. A whole idiot sitting on CNN. And whose bright idea was it to bring his dumb ass on CNN anyway? That's what I want to know. All he could have said was, I don't know that much about Diddy. I ain't around Diddy like that. You know, I can't really speak on that. But instead, he was being rude. I'm going to get some cheeks after this. Anyway, so then he went and did a podcast and explained why he did what he did. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's actually talk about that. Before we even get into the questions, like elephant in the room, you were on another show.
Yeah, I came. I didn't even go home last night because I went to the studio. I washed up though, so I'm good. I ain't gonna explain none of that. But yeah, man, you was gonna say something? Oh no, I seen your hand. Yeah, no, they invited me on the show to talk about what's going on with Diddy and all that. And then my thing about it was, stat is that they didn't invite me on to say about how successful our show is or the positive stuff we do in the community, how every day, 5 days a week, Mace talks to kids on a Zoom call. Mace doesn't even promote this. I'm going to promote this for Mace, is that every day at 5 o'clock, it don't matter what's going on, what's happening, where he's at. It could be money involved. It could be a photo shoot. It could be whatever. He stops what he's doing to talk to kids around the.
Yeah, let's actually talk about that before we even get into the question.
About being positive and doing what they believe in and so on and so forth. And to the point where, one day he was at my house and he told me, Cam, you can't make no noise. Don't come in. I'm not playing with you. Like, that's how serious, no, but seriously, that's how serious he takes what he does. And we do all these positive things. And you call me on CNN for the bullshit, I'm going to give you the bullshit. That's just what's going to happen. So we got some free promo. I teased the Pink Horsepower. They tried to bring up when Mace bought me the Biggie instead of Puff, and I said, yeah, if you seen it, what you asking me about it for? Like, nigga, it was self-explanatory. So I got us some free promo. I didn't get to shout out to Dipset Couture. Make sure you go online to dipsetcouture.us to order some shirts and everything else. But yeah, I just felt that you tried to use me, to about being positive and whatever Diddy going through the down. I mean, listen, the video, I don't support it. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in anything that has to do with being a pedophile. I don't believe in sex trafficking. I think what I seen the video was egregious and the charges fucked up. They're really fucked up. Oh, wait, but nigga, I said what I said. I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Then we got on the commercial. That was that. So that's how that went yesterday, man. I don't know why they didn't watch 60 Minutes. They didn't watch Bill O'Reilly. This is what I do in them joints, boys. Y'all keep inviting me up to Fox, CNN, 60 Minutes. Y'all already know what the resume is with them shows with me. But yeah, that's what happened, Stat.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of questions. So I just wanted you to clarify up here. But you guys know we film 5 times a week. You had the Pink Horsepower up there. Y'all seen it. And if you haven't seen the video, it's on Cam's page. You can go to his Instagram and check it out. And also, again, shout out to Mace for always being positive and doing good things, because that's what we do over here.
Right. And real quick before you move on, that's what I really want to focus on, because I know we play and joke a lot, but y'all call us up there for that and don't invite us to talk about shit that's positive. Y'all call me like this. We did this in less than 24 hours. You could have called us up for a bunch of positive different things that we do. But you want to play games, that's what you got. That's just what it is. And I don't think we was playing games. I just went up there to promote all the different things that we have going on.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, mission accomplished.
And I'm saving my takes for the documentary.
Yeah.
So if y'all wondering how I feel, it's coming soon. Pause.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and if you have.
Can you tell us a little bit?
Okay, so that was pretty much it. And as I said before, my opinion don't change at all. Cameron is a dumbass nigga. He's stupid as fuck, and there's nothing more to say. He could have expressed himself or his unwillingness to talk about Diddy in a different way, but instead he wanted to be ignorant about it. So it is what it is. And I feel like Cameron ain't no different from Diddy, and that is the only reason why he's not too pressed to say anything, because that's what most of these men in this industry do. You know, when they do the same shit, they're not going to be quick to speak on this shit. And y'all know that already, right? Y'all do know that, right? Right. Okay. So they're not going to be too quick to speak on shit that they do themselves, because then the spotlight going to be on them. But you know, it is what it is. Fuck Cameron, because he's stupid as hell. And somebody said that in the chat. That interview and him talking about I'm gonna get some cheeks after this, that ain't no different from when Stevie J was sitting up here getting head in the middle of an interview. Just garbage. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the very last topic of the day, and that is Diddy and Misa. That's one person that I did want to hear from in this whole situation, because I know she's been speaking out about Diddy for a minute now. And not only will we be talking about Misa, but we'll be talking about the bodyguard that spoke out, and there's another person that's spoken out about Diddy as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing with Misa. Misa said, I am heartbroken that Cassie must relive the horror of her abuse, and my heart goes out to her. I know exactly how she feels through my own empathy. It was triggering my own trauma. These young people were raised by women that want the best for them. We put God and education first and have always been united in our mutual effort to support their dreams. Two of the youngest do not have their mother here, and it has been our duty to support them. Their father needs help, and I'm praying that he truly does the personal work and receives it. Okay? So that is what Misa said about Diddy. Okay? Some people didn't like what she said, but I felt like she said the best thing she knew how to say. Cassie's former friend and makeup artist starts talking about Cassie, and this is what she said.
Forward to say that she feared for Cassie's safety and her own.
We were always scared of Puff. Like he's a powerful person, and we don't know what would happen to us if we spoke out.
Mila Morales, a makeup artist who worked with both Diddy and Cassie, spoke with our special correspondent, Page 6's Carlos Greer.
Did you know about the physical abuse? Did you ever hear stories or beating her?
I did not know. But I witnessed it.
Mila recounted an incident at the Beverly Hills Hotel one Grammy weekend more than a decade ago.
What did you hear? What did you think you were witnessing?
I don't even want to go back to it, because it's triggering. All I witnessed was him walking into the room and saying, "Where the is she?" And I didn't know what was going on, because I was like, I just woke up from a slumber, and next thing you know, all I hear from the bedroom was, just, I don't want to go back and think about.
So you're at the Beverly Hills Hotel, you hear something. You don't see Puffy actually physically attacking her, but you hear something.
I did not know what was going on. All I can think of was to get her out of there.
What happened when she appeared, when you saw her?
She was bruised. I mean, badly bruised, knots on her head, a black eye. All I cared about was to get her to safety. And I took her into my house and kept her there for a few days. And I literally called my friend, who was a doctor at the time, to treat her, because we couldn't bring her to the hospital. We didn't know what the hell to do at that point. Who are we going to call? I'm scared just even talking about this, but I feel like somebody has to.
What did you make of his apology?
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Just a PR stunt? That's ridiculous. He didn't even mention her name. And if he was apologetic about it, he would mention her name, but he didn't. And that's what I don't understand. And I just feel like he's a great, talented Mr. Ripley.
We reached out to both Cassie and Diddy's teams for comment, but did not receive a response by our deadline. And now a former good friend of Cassie's is coming forward to say that she feels.
Okay, so that was one good friend. Now here's another one. Now, somebody else has filed a lawsuit. Diddy was hit with a 2003 SA lawsuit by a model that alleges that she was in with the lace and forced to perform oral, and says he told her to. Okay, so here it is. Crystal McKinney claims that back in 2003, she met Diddy at a men's fashion week event and was invited to his studio. She said that Diddy was in his entourage drunk Hennessy and had blunts in rotation, but she felt strange after smoking it. McKinney said the blunt was laced with another drug. Feeling light, Crystal recalls Diddy making her follow him to the bathroom, where he then forced himself on her, allegedly shoving her head to his crotch, saying, "Skit." Though she refused, Crystal says he continued to force her head, making her perform orals. As she started to walk away, she passed out and later realized that she had been SA'd when she woke up in the taxi. McKinney says that she was even blackballed from the modeling industry after the incident and even attempted suicide due to severe depression in 2004. Crystal says she felt morally obligated to speak out after Cassie and others filed their lawsuits. She's seeking damages, but the amount is unspecified. And every time you turn around, there's another lawsuit. Somebody else is coming out with another story. And I don't want to hear nothing about why they waiting till everybody else do it. It doesn't fucking matter. It don't matter when you tell it. It just don't matter when you tell it. You got to tell it when you ready to tell it. And these people weren't ready to tell it. And now that there's other people out there, sometimes you get the strength to do it when other people come out and tell their stories. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. So you can't take that from nobody else. And that's just how I feel about the situation. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can't take that away from somebody. Like, let them tell it whenever they want to. Now the lady that was on the screen at first, when she said, "I don't know, but I witnessed it," like, girl, what do you mean you don't know, but you witnessed it? So clearly you knew if you witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Diddy is going to be more people coming out. It's going to be more people speaking out. There's going to be more people that work with him speaking out and all that stuff. Like, and they need to speak out. Like, it's too much going on. They need to speak out because at this point, Diddy has gotten away with treating people like crap for the last couple of years, and it's time for him to be exposed. I'm waiting on Surviving Diddy. I'm just saying. I'm waiting on Surviving Diddy to come out. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. It kind of feels like I ran through it, but it was over 100 of y'all up in here, but I gotta go and film Young, Fresh, and New in about an hour. So I had to go ahead, get this done. And plus, everybody's fucking live right now. So, you know, I ain't trying to get lost in the crossfire while everybody else is live. But you know, that's about it. So I'm gonna start out by saying I love you guys. I hope you guys watch the next video. All the next videos that's coming out. This has been a slow month as far as YouTube goes for me. But we're getting through it, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get through this shit. We got a lot coming up. Who Was Wrong and Young, Fresh, and New are both filming this week and next week. So we're getting this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. That's all I got. No promotions on this particular video because I got to go. But I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.